following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions.
All right, folks, welcome to the ball game. The Rough Riders taking on Rusk. This is a winner-take-all, go to the playoff, and you're just in time for the first pitch. We've got Easton Wolf at the plate, and he's going to hit this. It's a chopper to short. They come up throwing, and Easton's going to ground out to Blankenship over at short. We are playing on a neutral site. You're wondering where we are. We are in Hudson. Hudson is hosting the neutral site third game playoff between the Rough Riders and the Rusk Eagles. Winner take all goes to the playoff. Loser, your season is over. TJ Bellin comes to the plate. And a swing and a miss, strike one. Pretty much the same lineup we had Tuesday night for the Rusk Eagles. And Bellin's going to foul this back. 0-2. Davis is on the mound. He was the big right-hander. Davis and Wolf went 7 innings of regulation, 0-0 ball game Tuesday night. It was a fantastic pitcher's duel. We'll see if we get the same tonight. As you can hear, there is a lot of wind blowing. And Bellin's going to hit this chopper to third, and he's going to be on. Just dropped right out of the third baseman's glove. That was hit pretty sharp over to Holland at third, and Holland couldn't hold on.
Catcher, number 23, Jaden Lane.
So that'll bring Jaden Lane to the plate. He's got TJ Bellin standing at first base with one away here in the top of the first. Rusk and wins 6-3. That forced the playoff tonight, and the winner moves on. And this is hit hard to third. Third baseman bobbles it again. Nobody to throw to. TJ slides into third, and the ball hit the umpire. Folks, TJ could have got up and scored, but the ball hit the umpire in the leg and died. That should have rolled all the way to the dugout. Coach Ellis couldn't believe it. That would have been a run for the Rough Rider, no question about it. TJ can fly. That ball was trickling toward the dugout and actually hit the umpire. My goodness.
Number 14, Cody Atkinson.
Well, nothing you can do with that. So the Riders, with one out, have runners on the corners. Cody Atkinson comes to the plate. He's batting in the cleanup spot tonight. And he fouls the first pitch he sees. Riders were able to hit Davis pretty well Tuesday night. They just hit it to people. Seemed like every ball that was hit hard hit right toward one of the Rusk Eagles. And a swing and a miss. Fooled him with the changeup there. 0-2 count. Atkinson been swinging a pretty hot bat for the Riders. Runners at the corners, one away. And this is fouled off the grass. That ball would have skipped in, but Cody's got 2 strikes. He's doing his job. Can't take anything close and just got a chip on that. And this one high and out, 1-2. Count, one away. And the curveball misses high. 2-2.
Watching some of the action from the sideline here, Mr. Locke, and looks like the Riders doing pretty good here. Got a couple advantageous bounces out there in the field so far.
That's right. Tough break on that overthrow at third. If we would have, umpire would have gotten out of the way. This is hit sharply down the line. That's a fair ball. That scores TJ from third. They're going to hold Lane. The ball took a Rusk bounce off the fence and came right back into play.
Well, that went right off of his knee. I hope he's going to be all right out there because that hit him square right at the top of the knee when he been out.
Yeah,
Number
Holland
24 out there.
Went down to stop that and took that ball off the edge of his knee, but he was on top of the bag, so that is a fair ball. The umpire very quickly called it fair, able to score TJ from third. Now we have Lane and Atkinson at first and second. Logan Horton steps to the plate, 1 out. Riders draw first blood. And that one outside, misses the corner.
Much different than a week or so ago when you and I were in center when it was 0-0 all the way to the 8th there, buddy.
Yeah, a little action early here. We had to wait 8 innings to see a score on Tuesday night. Oh, that one catches Horton. He's going to go down to first base, hit by the pitch. The bases are full of Riders.
Bases juiced.
So Horton, senior, takes one for the team, bruises, fade away, glory lasts forever.
That is Locks. That is a Lockism. That's Lockism number 5.
I love it. See, when you were like me and you couldn't actually hit, you stepped into as many pitches as you could. You bunted, you know, any hit by pitch was a badge of honor. All right, so we've got bases loaded, 1 out.
Well, we say scars and bruises are tattoos for the brave, baby.
Gage Vadrine is going to step in. He is DHing tonight.
Come on, Gage. Get a base hit here, buddy.
Gage with an opportunity here. Hit hard into right. It is drifting foul. Well, that looked good coming off the bat. Would have been terrific, but with this kind of wind, folks, I mentioned it earlier. Larry, what do you think? 10 mile an hour, 12 mile an hour?
At least 10 to 15 mile an hour gusting back and forth. Yeah, it's got to be in the flag right now, blowing straight in from center.
Got a steady south wind. I mean, it's not letting up at all. It is steadily pounding from center field right in the catcher's face.
I'll tell you what, if Vadrine can find that left center field out.
Vadrine hits this on the ground to short. They're going to go 1 at second and 2 at first. So able to turn the double play. They get out of the threat, but the Riders able to put 1 across the board here in the top of the first. We appreciate Joe's Car Spa sponsoring the Rusk Series when we come back.
Runner left on base after half inning.
Jack Allen,
Yes, sir.
what's something you like about TNR Steaks and More?
Oh, everything that they make that is fried.
Okay, give me an example.
Like the fried catfish, the fried chicken, anything that has crust on it, I love.
That and a good salad. TNR Steaks and More.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make 'em shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Excuse me, sir. Could you help me with something? Sure. What can I help you with? No, my wife, she wants my bathroom to change. She says it's a little too plain. Unfortunately, if it can't be done with a hammer, I don't know what to do. Well, could I ask, where do you live? Well, usually in a house, but sometimes in the truck from time to time. No, what city? Center, Texas. It's not in the center, though. No problem. In Center, Texas, people call Ricky Andrews Construction for all their construction needs.
Everybody, welcome back here. We're in Hudson, and we're going to see Captain Hook on the mound here for the Rough Riders.
That's right. Easton went 7 complete innings Tuesday night, gave up no runs, a couple of hits, had, I think, 7, 8 strikeouts Tuesday night. He pitched really well. So we'll see him go against Davis head-to-head again tonight in the tiebreaker. Riders able to jump out and get a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Wolf's going to face Overstreet, the DH, Hill, and Blankenship here in the bottom of the first. Again, if you're just joining the broadcast, you may wonder why are Center and Rusk playing in Hudson. Well, this is the 3rd game, winner take all, and we're at a neutral site. Hudson being a good host tonight.
No steak sandwiches, though, Locke.
This hit hard down the first. What a play by Stockwell. Smothered that ball, hit hard down the line, and gets the first out. Good for Trenton.
Yes.
Jumped on it like a cat over there at first base. That was a well-hit ball by Overstreet, the DH. That'll bring up Hill. Hill's the second baseman for the Eagles. And that ball low. That one right down the middle was a changeup. That'll be a base hit into center field for Hill.
That's a good hit right there. Drove it right back up the middle, stayed right on it, and a good hit right there.
Saw him do that a couple of times Tuesday night.
Yeah.
They just couldn't get him around.
Yeah.
All right, 3-hole hitter Blankenship comes in. He is the shortstop for the Eagles. One away, man on first. And that ball a little bit low.
It's strike zone a little more favorable tonight than maybe what y'all saw the other night.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot better. We've seen this umpire multiple times. Same guy we had Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And misses outside 2-0. Yeah, things got a little rowdy there for a while Tuesday night. This is the same umpire behind the plate here tonight. So we'll see if things progress peacefully. And that one's down the middle, strike 1. Count now 2-1.
I think that if they realize that this is the same guy, then maybe they would probably not be so inclined to be speaking.
And that one foul tip, 2-2. Wolf coming with the changeup there. We'll watch and see how Easton's curveball works tonight. He was throwing it at will Tuesday night. Good lead over at first by Hill. And Wolf goes over. Wolf picked off a couple of these Eagles Tuesday night. Both teams really aggressive on the base path. And that gets past Lane, and Hill will take second uncontested. Full count to the batter, 1 away. And this is hit softly into center. It is going to drop in front of Evans. Evans hustles it in, and we've got Eagles at the corners with 1 out. So almost a mirror image of the top of the first. Rough Riders were in the same spot. Runners on the corners with 1 away. Now we've got Eagles on the corners with 1 away. Brings up Holland, the third baseman. Runner goes to second. Lane slips on the turf, and the ball goes into center.
Big pitch right here, so you can get out of this inning, man. Got to get out of it.
And the fastball stays up and out, 1-2. Wolf was really patient Tuesday night. If he got ahead in the count, he'd pitch around a little bit. And the curveball, and there's the first twice-the-eye strikeout for Easton Wolf.
The nasty cheese.
But not before the Rusk Eagles put one across the board on an error. And it is tied up here 1-1 in this winner-take-all game.
The following sponsors back all of our area teams all spring long. They include Batters Law Firm. When your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Hope Medical, providing quality medical care, also provides hope. Portacool, maker of the Apex Series fans for peak cooling. Sandy Cox Insurance, your State Farm good neighbor, supports all the Piney Woods teams. Diamond Bees, for cooking just like home. And Blake Furniture on Selma Street, the best furniture at the best prices. And Farmer State Bank, an institution for over a century. Piney Woods Sports and NETSN say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your third-generation supply store and lumberyard.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated...
All right, everybody, welcome back. Going to have Link leading off here the second.
Link, Barnes, and Stockwell will see the plate for the Rough Riders here in the top of the second. And he hits a line shot, base hit right up the middle for Sutton Link. That's the way you want to start things off. Boy, he took Davis off the mound there. Davis just kind of had to step aside. Nothing he could do with a comebacker. So Zy Barnes comes up with Link at first base and no outs. Barnes fouls off the first pitch he sees.
With Pierce here, he can go get us food.
That's right. I like this.
Yeah.
We got a good setup tonight.
Yes, we do.
Good lead by Link. And Barnes just foul tipped that. That was the pitch he wanted. Fastball right down the middle. Finds himself down in the count 0-2 though. Davis goes to first. Link back easy. Both starting pitchers have good moves to the bags. You're going to see several picks tonight. Comes home, Barnes puts it in play. That's in the gap, folks. They're waving Link to third. And a single by Barnes. No, Link was checked up. The right fielder got there quicker than we thought. Coach Ellis had to put the brakes on and hit reverse. And Link able to dive back in. All right, so 2 up, 2 singles. Let's see if Stockwell can keep the train rolling. No outs, 2 men on for the Riders.
That's mighty fine, Larry Pierce.
That's good stuff right there.
And that's high and outside, ball 1.
I've been to some great concession stands in my time, but this one's going to rank up there.
And it's without the steak sandwich.
Yeah, Hudson serves a mean ribeye sandwich. Not on the menu tonight. And there's a strike down the middle, 1-1.
I'll try to save you one of these funnel fries for in between, unless you want one.
Funnel cake fries.
I'm going to take another one.
Eat one of these, and
I'll
make the call.
I'll sample one.
And I'll make the call.
I'm just doing it to give an opinion here. That's all.
Good stuff, man. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss.
Fooled him.
Had him out in front of that one.
Larry, these are terrible. We need to get rid of these as fast as we can.
Yeah, whatever y'all do, don't come here and eat these. They don't have enough for you. Y'all won't like them. All we hear is smacking in the microphone.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
Calorie-free. Oh, that's a nice pitch there. Oh.
Tough pitch to Stockwell. He'll go down on strikes, 1 away.
Got to give her credit's due. That was nasty. That was some extra nasty cheese there.
Yeah.
You got to do the crunch sound so that the folks back home get the full effect. That's what I'm trying to do.
There you go. Somebody got it.
There we go.
All right, so
one
we're
out.
back to the top of the order, one away for Wolf with 2 men on.
So Wolf was retired last at bat, something that doesn't happen that often in district play.
And that pitch low and outside. They check on Link.
Trying to manufacture them run to get that lead back, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're in a good spot. Back to the top of the order with 2 men on and 1 out. Riders need to take advantage. And that's a strike, 1-1.
Man, that's a tough pitch right there because it was in the strike zone, but just barely.
Yeah, that was
not much you can do with that.
That's an ankle strike.
Yeah.
Even if you do put a bat on it, it's going to trickle out there a little bit.
Oh.
Comes back a little bit lower, and Easton doesn't have a choice. He swings through it, strike 2. Didn't want to get called again. All right, so Davis heading the count 1-2 here. See how well his curveball works. And there it is, but it's high and misses, 2-2.
Real quick, I mean, I didn't get a chance to have a long conversation with Coach Ellis, but he seemed like in pretty good spirits here before the ball games. Everybody seemed pretty loose, so that's good to see for your team out here for an important game like this.
And Wolf stays alive, foul tip.
And I really like how aggressive they got to get that run right off the bat here to start off here tonight. And how were they whenever they first started Friday night for you guys? I know they got the win over there.
Oh, we jumped out on. We scored 3 or 4 in the.
Scored 4 in the first inning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then tacked on a few more as the game went on. And
oh man, hard to lay off that.
Big curveball, but well outside. Good job, Wolf. Full count now, 1 away.
I was looking to check in on y'all Friday night, but I was in the middle of a monsoon in Nacogdoches.
Yep.
And this is hit off the handle to the hill, the second baseman. They get one and
Yeah,
safe
he was
at first.
Nice
and
job
Sutton
running.
Link snuck in for the run.
Good job. That's great job base running right there.
That is smart base running by Sutton Link. Waited for the relay throw. When they went to first with the ball, Link snuck in and scored the run.
How about that hustle down the first base line?
So a good job by Wolf digging it out. They did get the out at second. Wolf beats the throw at first, and it results in Link coming across to score.
Woo. That's a nice job getting down the line. He had to be smoking down the line, and he was.
TJ Bellin steps in, 2 outs. Got Wolf at first base. Riders playing aggressive, and it paid off. TJ fouls back a curveball. Wolf hit that right off the handle.
Yep.
You could hear it just kind of thunk. I mean, it wasn't 2 inches above his hands.
Probably would have broke a wooden bat.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually surprised Hill was able to even get up and make the throw. And
Oh man, that's a good
TJ
pitch.
set him up with that curveball, came back fastball right down the middle for strike 2. Wolf goes, TJ fouls it back.
Maybe I talked to Timmy about the Azalea game over the weekend.
No, how'd it go?
It went pretty good from what I understand. There's some really nice dunk contests, really good stuff.
And this one is a strike 3. TJ is going to steal first. Wolf round second, goes to third. It's thrown high, and he's safe. Smart base running again by the Rough Riders. TJ swung through the pitch, but it got past Acker went to the fence. TJ steals second. Wolf never checked up at second. Or excuse me, TJ stole first. Wolf did not check up at second and was able to beat the cross throw to third.
23, Jaden Lane.
So the 2-out rally rocking it right now, puts another run across, and the Riders up 2-1. Win or go home, it's all that matters, right?
That's right. This will be an opportunity to get a little more.
All right. Lane swinging a good bat here lately for the Riders. Has runners at the corners with 2 outs. And he fouls this straight back. And the curveball, swing and a miss, strike 2. The only real difference I see tonight, Larry, versus Tuesday night is we hit it right at them Tuesday night.
Yeah.
We still hit Davis, but we hit the ball hard right at the Rusk Eagles. Tonight we're shooting gaps, and it's paying off. Lane puts this in the Rusk dugout.
And also, too, we were hitting right at them whenever we had runners in scoring position.
Yeah, yeah, when it counted.
Yeah.
You're right, when it counted.
On a random note, you know, in the Savannah Banana League, if you hit one into the stands foul and the fans catch it, you're out.
You're out. I watched the Savannah game Sunday night.
Yep.
That happened. And this one foul back as well.
Yeah, they're going to have a lot of those on ESPN this year. They were talking about that. There's going to be a lot of them. They were down at Dakin Park in Minute Maid.
Yeah. Well, they played at
whatever.
They played at Clemson in
Yes.
front of 81,000 fans, the largest
it's
banana game ever.
insane. It's funny. If you've never seen it, it's awesome to watch. Even the umpires get in on it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the
got him.
curveball got him. And not before the Riders add an insurance run. They get one back. It's 2-1 Rough Riders headed for the bottom of the second when we come back.
What do you think of when you hear the word ace? In tennis, it means a serve so good the opponent can't touch it. In warfare, you want your very best, your ace. And in cards, it's the best card you can draw. Same way is true in hardware. Ace is the place for so many things. When you need your best, it's Ace.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make 'em shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those
no,
American
I couldn't possibly.
cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's
How
what I need.
Father?
Ice cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they could all get something good. Dairy Queen. So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center. Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest.
All right, so here we go to begin the second. Oh, Captain Hook got him again. Strike one.
And that one outside, 1-1.
We were just talking, got the pizzeria, just saw the pizzeria ad for the April special. We have a May special before too much longer. There's the hook again. Did he swing on it or are they going to call it a ball? would say he did not swing.
Yeah, but I wish they put the lasagna on special there. That's what I.
Yep.
This one foul back. This is Hicks at the plate. He's the center fielder. We'll see Hicks, Moore, and Pepin.
We talk about
I think if you went a salad and some lasagna and some cheesecake at like $14 to $15.99 all day long.
All day long. We're talking about salads, and we said, where can you get a great salad center? A pizzeria.
Pizzeria has the best salad. This is a comebacker. Wolf not able to glove it, and it trickles into center field. And Hicks is on with a base hit.
Yeah, it just went back up the middle and leaning to the, still leaning to the first base side there, and it caught him on the third base side. He wasn't able to get around quick enough on it. Nice try, though.
Yeah.
All right, so a base hit from Hicks brings Moore to the plate.
And that was the thing, too, on Tuesday night. It just seemed like everything we did or they did, both teams were matching each other.
Yep.
No matter what happened out there.
That's kind of happened here. Yeah, kind of happened here tonight, too.
Moore bunts.
That's a beautiful play.
Lane takes it, goes to second, got him.
Oh, what a play.
Yes, sir.
Great throw.
Good job by Jaden Lane coming up with the cannon to throw him out at second base. Nice play. Jaden Lane takes the bunt out of play.
Man, you got to do that quickly. You got to make that decision and go.
You got to know right where you are and make a good, solid throw. You got a speedy runner headed that way.
Springs up Pepin, the first baseman. And that pitch well outside. Lane made a good stop to keep that from coming all the way back here. One out. Runner at first. Good lead over at first base. They do check on him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the camera flash?
Yeah, camera flashed across the field. We got all that taken care of. So 1-0 count, one away. Check him again at first. He's back. Hicks has got a heck of a lead over there. Actually, it's a pinch runner. They lifted Hicks and put a pinch runner in.
Yes.
And that one low and outside, 2-0. There it is, 2-1. Wolf comes back, caught the fastball on the outside corner. And this one hit sharply to short. Horton comes up, goes to second, got him. No chance at first base. They do try to turn the throw, but they got the runner at second. I think Bellin is complaining that he took his legs out, but that not much he could do. The runner does have access to the bag.
Yeah, now that was what I was going to ask. There's a new thing in there in Major League Baseball and some of the college. If you get in front of the bag, they can call you out there, but I don't know how much. Yeah, that's so much of a judgment. I don't know if I like that. But
Bellin went over the top of the bag. Yeah, and it's hard to get that call.
Yeah.
Curveball misses. Yeah, I mean, he came over the top and got there right as the runner came in. Runner did take his legs.
That second baseman or that shortstop does have to have the opportunity to at least get his foot on the bag somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be on the side of the bag, so, but.
The runner went in to overslide. I mean, he took him down on purpose, and I'm sorry, but that's how you're coached. And but it did not interfere with the throw. That's the thing. If TJ would have had to eat the ball, he might have had an argument they would have listened to, but he did make his throw.
Right.
It's hard to get that call in high school. 2-1 count now with 2 away and a runner at first. They pick on first.
And the one good thing, too, is I don't know if some of the kids still wear the spikes here in the AstroTurf, but a lot of them don't. But, and they could go in there with spikes or something on.
Yeah.
That can make it even a little more painful.
This is hit sharply right back up toward TJ. He's going to step on second. And the Riders out of a jam. Good job of defense on the middle infield. Riders still lead 2-1 here in Hudson.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make 'em shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
The games have never been bigger this fall, and whether you're rooting for the Cowboys or Texans, or you hook 'em, gig 'em, or wreck 'em, don't you deserve to watch them in style? So just a reminder that Blake Furniture saves you money on everything you need to make these the best game watching days ever.
Pineywood Sports and NETSN says thank you to these fine sponsors of Rough Rider Baseball and Softball. Bird Forestry, helping industry protect nature. Granny B Snow Cones, the sign that summer is here. The Pizzeria, the taste of a generation. And TNR Steaks and More, all you can eat, all the time. And Ray Jones Chevrolet, let Marlon Ray, Mr. Chevrolet, show you what's on the lot. These sponsors say, go Riders. So if you need a new set of tires, Center Tire's the place to go? Check. What if you just need one tire repaired? Check. But what if your car needs an oil change or it needs to be aligned? Check and check. It's all there at Center Tire.
All right, going to bring up Atkinson. He's going to swing through strike one.
Rough Riders will send Atkinson, Horton, and Vadreen to the plate. Here in the top of the third, Riders leading 2-1. Davis still on the mound for Rusk. Pitched a complete game. He actually pitched all 8 innings Tuesday night, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He pitched really well, too. He's got some
This
stuff.
is hit hard by Atkinson. That's going to get in the gap. That's a double. Atkinson rolls towards second, and he's going to have a leadoff double to get things going here in the top of the third.
Big knock from Cody, get this thing started.
It's the golden shoes. That's what it is.
The golden shoes?
The golden spikes.
Those custom-made golden spikes, right?
All right, Horton comes to the plate with a man in scoring position. He shows bunt and bunts through a fastball, strike one.
Kind of wish we'd have got that center fielder camera working now that we got it all together, huh? Would have a good shot.
We're close.
We're getting there. Maybe on some of the baseball actually coming up this weekend. May have some of that.
And Davis is going to step off and reset. Ooh.
Chin music.
Horton was hit by the pitch his first at
Right,
bat
yeah.
tonight.
He's
Now
like,
he
what'd I do to this guy?
took one right under the chin there. 1-1. And curveball in the dirt, 2-1.
Good job by Acker to control that.
Acker just reached out with a naked glove. He didn't even slide over on that.
Good catcher.
And this has popped a mile high down the first baseline, drifting foul and out of play. Yeah, enough foul territory here. You can make some plays as long as you don't get to the, what do you think, about a third of the way down the outfield line. The fence kind of juts in all of a sudden. A lot of room behind home plate. A pass ball is going to give you a base. 2-2 count to Horton. Hits this sharply. First baseman Pepin made a terrific diving stop over at first base. Give Pepin credit. And they're going to say it's a double play, that he caught it in the air. We're saying he trapped it on the ground. Coach Ellis is going to get a moment to discuss this. They're saying that the first baseman caught it in the air cleanly and doubled off at second. They're going to talk to the home plate umpire. We think he trapped it on the ground. He jumped up and ran to the bag as if he did trap it.
That's the only reason why I would say he did trap it, because he did run back to the bag.
Right.
Yeah, he jumped up and ran to the bag in a hurry.
So that's the only reason why I would say yes, that he did trap it.
They are putting Atkinson at third. Okay, so home plate.
So here comes the Rusk umpire.
And here comes Rusk. There's a history already. The umpire has already warned the fans here tonight. He just warned the fans he's not going to listen to it. They had an issue Tuesday night.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, if he'd have caught it off the ground and just stood up and threw it over to second, I would have definitely.
I would have believed him.
Yeah, I definitely would have. But since he went back to the bag, is the only reason why I say that's the reason why it went like that. Other than that, folks, I would definitely say he did catch it. If he'd
still a fabulous play by the first baseman.
It was a terrific play to knock it down. Whatever he did, he made a terrific play.
But it's a huge deal because it's the difference in being 2 outs with nobody on and 1 out with a runner on third.
Remember Friday night there was a question on us. Sutton Link made a tag at third.
Yep.
And he tagged the runner and stood up. And then they called the runner safe that he missed the tag. And they argued about it. Sutton said, I tagged him. Why would I'm not going to dive after him if I've already tagged him. And they overturned the call. Well, tonight they've overturned the call on Cody. So the Riders advance the runner to third, and we have 1 out.
You've got to get the runner home from third with 1 out. You just got to.
So
yeah, you definitely every insurance run you can get, especially right now. I mean,
so Verdreen just needs to put the ball in play. They're on the grass.
I mean, and swings through a beautiful curveball from Davis.
I mean, just a good pop fly, deep enough pop fly to bring him around. That's all you got to do.
0-2 to Verdreen. Just needs to make contact here. High curveball out of the zone.
Good eye.
Got the Rusk infield in on the grass. Atkinson's going to get a great secondary lead here. That one outside, 2-2. A little close for my taste, but worked in his favor.
It looked like it came right across the white side of the inside of that batter's box here on the left.
Yeah. There you go. You're right there.
It came right across the white line. It was close. Oh, nice.
And fouled this off the catcher's face mask. So good job, Verdreen, staying alive.
Umpire would have called it a strike. I would have been okay with it. That's how close it was.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't pay to ride the hump.
Yeah, right. Appreciate those guys, man. They got a hard day. You see people get on them all the time, especially toward the end of the year playoffs. It's a hard job.
And fouls this back. Good job, Gage, fighting off some good pitches there. That was a strong fastball from Davis. Got 3 umps tonight. Normally you have a 2-man crew, but this game matters, so there's 3.
Should be 3 for playoffs the rest of the way, huh?
Should be 3 all the way from now on. Oh, and a high fastball, and yes, he did.
Yep.
So unfortunately, Verdreen strikes out in a tough spot. Now there's 2 away. That brings Link to the plate.
Situation with many hitters the other night, Tuesday night, where they added somebody down third, 7 second and third, 1 out, no outs, and just not able to make any contact, to make enough contact to bring anybody home. But with the 2-1, I don't think a 1-run lead is going to be anywhere close.
Now we need to get this one in.
Nice. Takes a breaking pitch, strike 1.
I like to see the gun on that one.
Yeah, that was like a 61-mile-an-hour floater. Davis steps away. They catch Atkinson in a bind. They have him in a rundown. The catcher tags him out. No, he is safe. He is safe. The umpire says he missed him. I don't know what it was. The umpire waved and said he missed him. Who has the ball? The catcher should have the ball in his glove. They're going to talk about this. Uh-oh, the umpire is warning some fans. They're going to go talk about this. Cody jumped up and ran home as if he knew he was not tagged. He acted like he wasn't tagged.
Well, he danced around there, and I don't think he got too far out of the line. But I thought he got tagged, but, you know, because the way.
Yeah, he kind of jumped and ran. Now they're going to overrule it and call him out. So, all right, well, I guess the Rusk fans got their call back.
Well, I also
I don't know how he didn't tag him. I mean, it looked.
Yeah, he was in the baseline.
And I think the up down the third baseline, he had a good look at it coming back up, and maybe he saw something off the line there. But, you know, they had a better review in it. So he's out.
Well, 2-1. We'll be right back.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
We take our cars for granted, but what happens when they won't start, or they won't run, or they won't turn off, or you get the lights on the dash that say something's wrong and you don't know what to do with it? East Texas Auto Care. It's on Tenaha Highway as you leave town on the left, and they can take care of everything. The trained technicians understand the complicated electronics as well as the engine itself. The Mendoza family would love to take care of you and your vehicle at East Texas Auto. What do you think of when you hear the word ace? In tennis, it means a serve so good the opponent can't touch it. In warfare, you want your very best, your ace. And in cards, it's the best card you can draw. Same way is true in hardware. Ace is the place for so many things. When you need your best, it's Ace.
All right, welcome back, folks. Rough Riders holding on to a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. And this is hit a mile high. Sutton Link will have a chance and makes the play for the Rough Riders in foul territory.
Thank for that extra 10 feet of ground over there in foul territory.
That's right. Lots of foul territory here. Okay, so talking to a couple of the fans, the big controversy was that they thought the pitcher balked on the play.
Yeah.
Home plate umpire thought it was a balk.
Right.
But he never put his foot down on the rubber, is what they finally determined.
Is that why he was?
That's what I thought. I wondered if it was a balk. I thought it was a balk.
The pitcher took a high step to step on the rubber, and then slid. Cody broke for home, and he slid his foot back and never made contact with the rubber. So the controversy was that a balk? Was he deceiving the runner by doing that? And they finally determined no, he did not make contact. Therefore, the runner is tagged out. Home plate said he balked, is why he was going to give him the home plate.
Base. Yeah, I see. So, and I'm wondering if that's what he told the Rusk coach, because Rusk coach was like, I think he balks. He wants to talk to him, and that's why he went over there.
Yeah.
So and Rusk coach did a good job. Said, okay, thank you and he did exactly what he's supposed to do. He's a good coach.
Yeah. And this is hit sharply and just over Horton.
Man.
And a base hit to lead
Just
things
over
off
those
here for the Eagles.
Just over his unextended hands there.
Well, tough break. Horton would have needed to be about 6 to 8 inches taller to put a glove on that. All right, so one out, one man on. Wait a minute. Is there an out? We didn't miss a batter here.
No, there's one out.
There is one out. Okay.
Yeah, remember they flied out to In the foul
That's
territory.
right, the foul out. Okay, so Link caught the foul ball, so 1 out. 1-0 count with a man on first. And there's a strike from Wolf, 1-1.
See, if we had Wallington here, we could send him back and forth to the concession stand all the time.
Yeah. Wallington should be listening right now.
Hey, baby.
No.
Big
Oh.
curveball.
Oh,
Lane even looked back.
I think Easton wanted that one.
He has to. You got to be
is-
careful. Don't get yourself in trouble with the blue now.
Yeah, Lane is asking, where did we miss? 2-1.
Lane does a good job of that. He's very professional about it. It's 2-1.
And a swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Yeah, the scoreboard's behind on a strike.
You never pay attention to the scoreboard. You pay attention to the Washington Shire Pierce production scoreboard, which is always correct.
Well, I don't know about 90% of the time it's great.
90.7%.
There you go.
And they pick it first.
Just depends on if the sun's shining on the screen. You can't see it real good.
Wolf caught 2 runners leaning on Tuesday night and picked them off at first base.
Yes, he did. That was a good job over there. I think the Rusk runners know that because they might have taken an extra step back in from one less step from their lead to keep from getting picked off over there.
He goes to first 3 times trying to get Hill. Pitch comes home and hit a mile high. That's popped on the infield. Bellin makes the call and puts it away. So 2 outs on the pop out.
That thing probably has some ice on it. It was up there so high.
Third baseman, number 24, Carter Holland.
Third baseman Holland comes in. And he'll bat with 2 outs.
I have a taco casa. We need a taco casa.
And they pick it first again. Curveball misses low. Well, the wind hadn't let up a minute. And that curveball is in there for strike 1.
That's pretty stuff right there.
And the high fastball, 2-1.
Faced a few hitters already, but I don't know if he's going to maybe be on account tonight. I don't know because, if you win, you're probably going to play Thursday or Friday, and you want to have some of your good guys. But you guys said we got plenty of guys that could also come out there on the hill, though.
Coach talked about that in the postgame show on Friday. He talked about probably see Barnes.
Yeah, probably Barnes if we have to have a 4th arm. And this one gets through the wickets, and the runner will take second without a throw. All right, 2 away now. There's a man in scoring position for the Eagles. Count on the batter is 3-1. And this hit hard right up the middle. Horton comes up with it, knocks it down. Not in time. The ball skipped in. Stockwell able to smother it and keep it close.
Great job running right here from Rusk runner as well, because he came down the line a little bit. And he thought, well, let me get on back, and he get on back there, and he saves himself, gets him on the corners there for an opportunity. So I think that's a good base running there by Rusk.
Yeah, Hill came about 30 feet down the line.
Yeah.
He was thinking about coming. So now the Eagles with men on the corners, I think they're going to pinch run for Holland. He's the DH, or excuse me, he's the third baseman. All right. So pinch runner comes in. They've got men on the corners with 2 outs. Brings Acker, the catcher, to the plate.
Number 14, Nash Acker.
Acker can make some noise here, too. He can actually tie this thing up.
And this is foul back out of play.
Heads up. You're right, that's some good popcorn.
It is. I'm going to have to drink about 9 bottles of water tonight.
Right. Bathroom about 4 times in the middle of the night.
And the curveball just able to get a piece of that. 0-2. Well, Wolf gets that thing working. It is deadly. Oh-2 count, 2 outs. Men on the corners. Runner goes, pops straight up and foul. Right in the middle of the center stands.
Everybody clear it out. Nobody had a glove on that one? Was it?
Again, a banana ball, you got to go catch that.
Banana ball, you got to put that in play.
Right.
All right, 0-2 on Acker. And time is called.
Back whenever I was a youngin', Liberal BJ, Southwest Kansas, little A-ball. Catch a foul ball, take it back, they give you a cookie.
Okay, nice.
Oreos or Chips Ahoy back in the day.
And the curveball, swing and a miss, and a huge twice-the-ice strikeout for Easton Wolf.
Big strikeout.
Number 2.
And our score is still 2-1 here in Hudson. We're playing the Rusk Eagles for a chance to go on into the playoffs.
Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it.
Behold, the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond Bee Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond Bee Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So if you need a new set of tires, Center Tire's the place to go? Check. What if you just need one tire repaired? Check. But what if your car needs an oil change or it needs to be aligned? Check and check. It's all there at Center Tire.
All right, going to bring up Link. He's going to take ball 1 on inside.
Riders holding on to a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 4th. And that ball outside, 2-0.
Need base runners. Got to get some base runners on here. We'll get another run across in this 4th inning. Very beneficial right here. I think it'll be very, very helpful.
Right. Right down
Take strike 1, 2-1.
But then again, these two great pitchers, we may see some dominant pitching through the middle part of this ball game too.
And this one foul back. Yeah, we got into it in the coaches show the other night on Friday night. You know, the question is, if you start pitching a lot of guys here tonight, what are you going to do if you make the playoffs and have to play this weekend? And this one popped out of play and foul. So Link, 2-2 count.
I was dancing in the softball the other day with the Shelbyville crowd. We had a blast.
Oh, got him.
Oh, and they froze Link with strike 3. A good fastball on the outside corner.
They
by
recorded
Davis.
me and my phone's dead. I can't watch the video. She's going to send me a video. I was dancing with the Shelbyville kids and the Corrigan Camden and the Joaquin and the Groveton kids in the games on Friday and Saturday. We had a blast out there in Nacogdoches, man.
Zy Barnes steps in for the Riders and swings and a miss.
Scared me. Okay, so scenario, Riders go. Who they got?
Not sure yet.
The look of confusion, folks.
Oh, LCM.
Oh, yeah?
I believe it's LCM. Little
Cypress, Mauriceville.
Little Cypress, Mauriceville.
I'm pretty sure that's who it is.
Yeah.
So I think Hudson drew Bridge City.
Did they?
Ball stays high. It's 2-1. 2-1 to Barnes. And that one outside, 3-1.
So the winner of this game is probably going to be the number 2 of the
smaller school.
Yeah,
Division 2.
Definitely the case.
Right.
When's Palestine made it?
Okay.
And that one inside, Barnes.
There you go.
That's a huge walk for the 8-hole hitter Barnes. He did this a couple of times Friday night, and it came up big, scored a few runs for the Riders. Stockwell comes up. Stockwell, the only lefty in our batting order. See what he can do here. And he fouls back a good fastball.
It's crazy for 4A to be like really have only one lefty on the batter. You know.
Yeah.
Because you know I call out 2A ball, and we see 3-4 lefties on a lot of teams.
Stockwell, the only starting freshman on this Rough Rider squad.
That's an honor.
Four sophomores starting. Stockwell, the only freshman, 2 juniors and a couple of seniors. Wait a minute, 1 junior and the rest are seniors. That's right.
Yeah, because we had, 5 seniors at senior night the other night?
We had 3 seniors recognized.
Yeah.
And 2 of them start. 4 sophomores, a freshman. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Almost had to take my shoes off to make sure I had the right count. Stockwell puts it in play. It's a high chopper to third. Holland comes up throwing.
Oh, what a play at third by Holland.
So they do get Stockwell at first. Holland had to wait for that ball to come down. It was a high chopper. He does make the play. He made that play with his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, in that first run, unfortunately, he got a couple errors in that first inning over there at third base because it kind of got on him. But he kind of sat back on that one, and he made a great play because he got him by a step.
All right. So this is going to bring up Wolf. Let's see if he can't slap one in the gap and get his buddy Barnes home.
So 2 outs, back to the top of
Barnes
the order.
Second, okay, good. Scoring position, he's got speed out there.
Barnes got some long legs. Oop, going to swing through a strike.
That was that same inside strike. I mean, it's right underneath, right under your knees. It's hard to do anything with it if you do turn on it.
He hits it right on the handle like what we got a little while ago.
He hit it on the handle a while ago. You're exactly right. Curveball.
Nice.
Strike 2. That inside fastball sets up the curveball.
I wonder if you need to come off get set up a little further out in the batter's box for that. But then you do that, then you risk him working the outside corner.
Yeah, they'll just work you away like that. Breaking ball goes outside there, 1-2.
Yeah, good base knock here. If he can, that'll bring him home. Get that 3-1 lead, that'll be helpful at this point.
That one in the dirt. Good job by Ackers to keep it in a glove. 2-2. called at the plate.
If we can get TJ up here, keep the hits going, just keep rolling them around. Bring in one or two.
And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Riders are going to strand Barnes out at second. We'll come back for the bottom of the 4th. This game brought to you by Joe's Car Spa, our sponsor for the Rusk Series. We'll be right back.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make 'em shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
Elegance. It starts at White Cottage Mercantile. You know, the place with the pink bunny. For the things that make the kitchen smell and taste its best, to those items that make the dining room and the living room feel like home. From the outside porch sitter to the inside connoisseur, the best decor is White Cottage. Granny B Snow Cone Center is your source for great summer treats. It begins with quality shaved ice. From there you get everything from the single colored snow cone to a really creative summer treat. And besides, the counselor likes it. They're also your home for Dippin' Dots. They've been supporting the Rough Riders for a mighty long time. So pull up to the window at Granny B's and let them serve you something special.
All right, here we go. Start the 4th. Who do we have up, Locke?
We've got Hicks, Moore, and Pepin coming up this inning. And Hicks fouls back the first pitch he sees. This is your 5, 6, 7 hitters for Rusk.
There, you're right. The temperatures dropped a little bit. Looks like there were some clouds coming, but
yeah,
I don't think there's any rain in the forecast.
I haven't seen any, but I look back behind us and see the clouds where you can see the separation cloud and the sun back there. But yeah, but Locke, we're talking about that wind. It's been rolling.
I'd put up my hoodie thinking there's no way we're going to need that.
Yeah. Oh no, we don't. It's not that chilly, but it sure feels good out here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Compared to what it could feel like.
Yeah.
It could be still wind.
Right.
100 degrees, humidity 95%.
Well, for guys like me and you and Coach Brown and Dr. Morris over there, this is perfect weather.
This is what we like.
Ooh, yeah.
Beautiful curveball from Wolf. My goodness, that was nasty.
He wanted to go at it too, but he just stayed off of it. He thought it'd be outside, but that was. Whew.
1-2 count.
That's nasty cheese.
Yes.
Goes back with it. Doesn't get a bite that time. 2-2.
Oh,
fastball right down the middle, foul back.
I think maybe after everybody leaves, we might be able to hook that barbecue trader to the card on here, don't we? Nobody had noticed.
No, nobody noticed. Oh,
there
yeah, right down the pipe.
Twice the ice strikeout for Easton Wolf, and he froze him.
He did.
Good morning, pretty pitch.
Good afternoon, and good night.
Hey, he iced the batter, baby. Thank you to Twice the Ice, located there at the 4-way, right off the square and center, and one down in downtown Chevyville.
I love the Twice the Ice.
And this curveball foul back. Downtown Shelbyville, right? Not on the suburb or around the corner. It's downtown.
Right downtown, right smack middle
you can get
downtown.
Lost pretty easy.
That is right across the street.
That is the Shelbyville downtown landmark.
Right across from the Farmers Bank.
Inside on pitch right there.
1-1 count, one away.
The most refreshing 25-cent gallon of water you're ever going to have.
And there's the curveball for strike 2, 1-2.
Is that Twice the Ice?
That was like a 37-mile-an-hour pitch.
Yeah.
There you go. They changed it on the scoreboard.
Comes back outside. Breaking ball misses. 2-2.
Yeah, definitely outside.
All right, he's been setting them up like that.
Yeah.
Here comes fastball inside. There it is. Good night. Another twice the eye strikeout, and he froze him. Bat never came off the shoulder, and Wolf puts 2 back-to-back.
I think that's 5 on the night, if my counting is correct.
I thought you had a book. Oh, you're busy.
I do. Sometimes I have a book, but not tonight. Well, there we go. Wolf is starting to get his groove now.
Curveball is working.
Our new working table don't give me room to have a book.
Fastball skips in 1-1.
I like it though. It's very
nice.
light.
Yeah.
It's just enough room for all of our stuff.
And that one inside under the hands. 2-1.
Thought he might be able to chase that fastball, but he's staying away from it.
And the curveball, 2-2. It is cooking, folks.
Yes, it is. Tell you, Coach Amber taught him that curveball. I know she did.
And the fastball on the outside corner, and everybody went to the dugout but the umpire.
Right.
The batter's like, no.
The batter was headed over there.
Was headed to the dugout, too. Everybody liked that call but the umpire. 2-2 count,
Just
2 away.
a bit outside.
Full count, check that. This is popped out of play.
That 2.
Full count, 2 outs.
Some of my inner Harry Doyle just a bit
outside.
This is going to be lifted into left field. It's a bloop, and it will drop.
He's going for 2.
Just over Horton and in between the 2 outfielders. We call that a Texas leaguer, but it counts. And a little 2-out single for Rusk.
Nice job there to stay alive. Fouled off a couple of the curve balls.
Got to find a few more baseballs.
Coach down the lines, have some in there for him.
All right, so this is I believe, this is Byers. He's the 9-hole hitter. 2 away, man on first. Nice. Inside fastball, strike 1. Curveball, strike 2.
All right, taking wages. Fastball?
Fastball.
Yeah, I'm going fastball right here.
Nope.
Goes outside, misses. 1-2.
Trying to get him to chase.
Yep.
Now, plenty of pitches to waste here.
Just floated. I don't remember that movie. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, which one is that?
Angels in the outfield, maybe? I can't
remember.
I don't know. I can't remember.
And the curveball outside, and another twice the eye strikeout. Wolf had 3. He's got a total now. Is that an
6.
even half dozen?
It's a half dozen.
For Wolf tonight, striking out. He's just now getting hot, folks. We'll come back for the top of the 5th.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose. Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm. Jack Callan.
Yes, sir.
What's something you like about TNR Steaks and More?
Oh, everything that they make that is fried.
Okay, give me an example.
Like the fried catfish, the fried chicken, anything that has crust on it, I love.
That and a good salad. TNR Steaks and More.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom. Turn your fixtures and shower into...
All right, we'll cut it. We'll come back with Center Glass, but we're got started early here with Bellin, who's going to swing through strike one.
Davis still on the mound for the Rusk Eagles, pitching
So,
well.
Pierce, so Chris Wallington texted in. What's your advice for Chris?
Chris, what's happening is the reason why Shires is too loud is because your TV is volume
Oh,
on
there we
one
go.
side is too loud. To
Chopper to Holland. They come across and get Bellin at first base. Go ahead, Larry.
One side of your TV is louder than the other, so you have to go into your settings on the left side and turn it down.
There you go.
We also suggested that he could turn his head slightly more to the right, and that would lower the volume on Shires as well, right?
Yeah, that would do
okay.
it.
So try those two things.
I don't know what that. People have been trying to figure out how to lower my volume for some time with no success.
Here we go. One out.
Lane at the plate takes the ball outside.
So one out here in the top of the fifth. Riders with a continuous one-run lead, 2-1.
Fouled out of play. All the marbles on the table tonight. Winner moves on in the playoffs. Loser heads home.
And loser gets ready to get the football pads.
And that'll be foul back.
Coach Brown already got the football guys working. In the center. You know, and this type of thing too here, it kind of creates more of a rivalry between the two teams whenever you're having to do stuff like
that was a nice pitch. Ooh, they're going to call out a ball.
And 2-2. Yep, Lane kind of squatted a little bit, made that look higher than it was.
So I'm going to take an inch out of this size here.
Ooh. And same pitch inside misses. Full count.
Those pitchers are not missing by much.
Oh, and high, ball 4. All right, so a man on, one out for Cody Atkinson.
Yeah, with only one out here, this is a good deal. Try to bring him around and try to manufacture a run. Maybe play a little small ball, bring in one more run here in the top of the 5th inning. Got a couple more outs left to go still, so every little bit helps right here. So manufacture a run the best you can. Smart baseball, you got to play smart. Rusk the same way, smart defense on Rusk.
Lane's going to run for himself. Atkinson hits this one a mile high, but foul. Cody got all the way to third and got caught in a rundown earlier on a controversial call. The pitcher appeared to step on the rubber, but one umpire called it a balk. One umpire said he did not. Ended up tagging Cody out. And that pitch almost got him 1-1.
We saw Axon hit 2 home runs in Sabine.
Yeah.
Well, it would be a nice time for him to get another one.
Definitely.
Oh, and that one does hit him. The pitch previous almost got him, and they come back inside with the breaking ball, and it catches Cody on the shoulder.
And that's a little bit of a stinger because it kind of got him right there. You can hear it where it whipped him, and it kind of pinches his skin a little bit, so it makes it just a little bit more.
He got hit Friday night right on the elbow, right on the button, and the pitcher and Cody kind of mean mugged each other going down the line.
That was Tuesday, wasn't it?
And was it Tuesday? That was Tuesday night. Okay, and the umpire kind of followed him along. It was like, hang on, boys, hang on, boys.
And Cody, I think Cody kind of looked at it and said, "I'm good." And he walked on, but he was. I remember. He was a little.
Yeah, I think they were like exchanging, Christmas pleasantries or something.
Right.
I'm
trying
sure,
to decide who they were going to get there.
I'm sorry that I hit you. Oh, I think I just didn't get my elbow out of the way in time.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Did I hurt your ball?
Right.
And this is drilled by Horton. Horton puts it long and deep, and it died on the warning track. The wind may have hurt that, or that would have been out of here on any normal night.
That's a good job tracking it there by the left fielder. He had to go all the way back there.
Goodness.
He kind of put his arm back to see how close he was to the fence. But good job by the left fielder to go back there, track it, and make a play.
Horton gave it a ride, folks. If it wasn't for the wind blowing in from center field, that ball would have been gone.
I was looking forward to hit the scoreboard. Some old Bull Durham stuff going on over there.
That's right.
Tough break for Horton. Now there's 2 outs with 2 on.
You know, that's what they need here. They need a bull out there. If you hit the bull, you get a free ribeye steak sandwich.
That's right.
That is not. That wasn't the movie.
Right there.
That is really there.
Yeah.
That is really there.
Yeah.
Vidrine at the plate.
Come on, Vidrine.
And he's going to hit this long and foul down the first base line.
Scarlett Shires and I went to a Durham Bulls game.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we did.
In Durham?
In Durham, at the stadium. Like I said,
cool.
that was not something that they invented. That is there, and that's the rule.
Pitch high, 2-1.
Oh. That's a nice pitch right there. That must have just been
That's a bit high.
Just missed.
And that one inside, strike called, 2-2.
Right on the black line.
Vidrine kind of bailed out on that. This is hit hard toward short. They're going to flip to second. And they're going to call him out at second, so the Riders strand a couple of runners. They're holding on to a 2-1 lead. Thanks to Joe's Car Spa sponsoring the Rusk Series. We'll be right back.
Hey, y'all got a dirty truck.
Well, then take it to Joe's Car Spa for a spa day.
At Joe's, they make them shine.
And they're standing by to work with the community.
They was elected best of Shelby County this year, and it's called Joe's, but it probably ought to be called Reed since Reed Grant owns it.
So, Billy Don, when it's time for your car or truck to have a spa day, where do you take it?
I don't know where.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
We take our cars for granted, but what happens when they won't start, or they won't run, or they won't turn off, or you get the lights on the dash that say something's wrong and you don't know what to do with it? East Texas Auto Care. It's on Tenaha Highway as you leave town on the left, and they can take care of everything. The trained technicians understand the complicated electronics as well as the engine itself. The Mendoza family would love to take care of you and your vehicle at East Texas Auto. What do you think of when you hear the word ace? In tennis, it means a serve so good the opponent can't touch it. In warfare, you want your very best, your ace. And in cards, it's the best card you can draw. Same way is true in hardware. Ace is the place for so many things. When you need your best, it's Ace. So if you need it.
All right, here we go. We go to the bottom of the fifth.
Number 8, Malachi Overstreet.
Overstreet up.
So they're back to the top of the order. The Overstreet, Hill, and Blankenship for the Eagles.
Working pretty quick in that bottom half of the fourth inning, so see if they can continue that here and get those bats back to working again.
Outside. Same spot, 2-0. Boy, I can't get over Horton. Just, I mean, any other night, that ball is over the scoreboard.
Yeah. Yeah, you said it right, because, I mean, sitting there looking straight away, and that Old Glory just blowing right in. It's been like that all night long, and you're right. It probably did have a lot to do with that up there in the air.
Yeah, that would have been a 3-run homer for Horton.
That would have blown this sucker open.
And strike 2. Wolf evens it up.
Instead, we got a tense one.
That's right. That's the way we like
it. 2-2.
Now, what were you
3-2.
guys talking about on the messaging, staying in Rusk until you find out what's going on as true rough right for you in Watlington? What are you talking about?
Oh, no, I said win or go home. And Watlington said even if we win, we should still
we should
go.
still. I see.
Right. And I told him that.
And this is a comebacker. It's going to be a chopper. Bellin takes it behind second. Safe at first.
That was a close play.
And Coach Ellis is going to come out and talk about it.
That's a close play right there. Whew. That was real close. It could go either way right there, folks. That was a close play. I can tell you.
Bellin made an incredibly athletic play. I mean, he came a long way, actually stepped over second base and made the catch. Had to kind of throw it across his body and still looked like he got it there in time.
Yeah, just that extra little bit there. So good job there by Bellin.
Hill shows bunt. Hill bunts. It is a fair ball down the first base line. That is dangerous. And they do get him at first base.
Ooh, that rode the line, didn't it?
It did.
Man, that was right on the chalk the whole way.
You can just see it bouncing just right on down.
Good thing we got Trenton over at first, because that throw was pretty high. He was able to go up and get it and come down on the bag.
Yeah, I think we were worried about hitting that runner out there. Uh-oh, here comes Ellis. Blankenship coming up.
Ellis going to come out for a talk.
A couple things we do know about for the Center Rough Riders. We got the golf tournament, the annual golf tournament coming up on May 7th, 17th, something like that. A lot of academic bowls been going on. I've seen a lot of teams have been doing really good there. So really good job in seeing some of the tennis going on for the Rough Riders, which is very good for the Rough Rider squad. So
regional
a lot of
tennis
good stuff in Center going on
coming up.
Yeah. Have you been to the new Rock and Roll Car Wash yet?
No, I go to Joe's Car Spot.
Well, I do too, but I mean, I'm just wondering.
No, I don't know. I treat my car to a spa treatment. I ain't gonna go to no rock and roll stuff. I'm exclusive with Joe's Car Spot.
There you go. I just want to check and make sure.
Yeah.
All right, meeting over.
Matter of fact, I went to Joe's Car Spot yesterday with my Lincoln, and it was filthy. When I came out of it, it was clean as a whistle.
I always thought it was cream color, but today I saw it's white. I didn't know it was white. I always thought it was a cream color.
Curveball for a strike, one away. And this hit hard and in the gap between first and second. They'll send the runner home. There'll be a tag up the line. Not in time. And Rusk ties this ball game up. So an RBI single in the gap. And the Rusk Eagles have tied this up here in the bottom of the fifth, right?
Yep, bottom of the fifth, yes.
Nice job coming around second. Made a good turn out there. Barnes made a good throw out there. He had one little bounce out there and a good throw. Might be a little bit high, but still had an opportunity just off the mark.
And it comes back with a fastball strike from Wolf. There is a huge lead from the runner over at first. That's Blankenship, the shortstop, and they do pick on him. So Blankenship gets the RBI single, and he is a step on the grass over at first base. Curveball.
Oh, nice.
0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that's a twice the eye strikeout for Easton Wolf.
Well, he was just actually trying to look like he was trying to get out of the way of that one and kind of brought it all the way around.
So Holland goes down on strikes. There are two away. Acker comes to the plate. They'll check on the runner at first. And they check him again. Some of the Eagle players hop off the bag. They don't stride, they don't slide, they hop. And Wolf caught two of them hopping in mid-step, and their feet are off the ground. There was nothing they could do. We noticed that Tuesday night. Instead of slide stepping, they kind of hopped off.
Maybe getting the stretch music.
And this one is straight up.
This should be have a chance to get it here.
Lane makes the call and makes the grab, out 3, and the Riders out of a jam. But it's tied up 2-2. We got a ball game, folks, here coming back in the top of the 6th.
People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those, paint projects. Whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's.
White Cottage Mercantile, elegance in 3 acts. Act 1, gourmet food that makes the home taste great. Act 2, gifts for the home that make it look great. Act 3, furniture with a homemade craftsmanship unlike any other. No matter where you travel, there's no place like White Cottage Mercantile. Jack Callan.
Yes, sir.
What's something you like about TNR Steaks and More?
Oh, everything that they make that is fried.
Okay, give me an example.
Like the fried catfish, the fried chicken, anything that has crust on it, I love.
That and a good salad. TNR Steaks and More. People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those, paint projects. Whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's.
All right, buddy, welcome back. I hate that we were at break because I would have captured Larry Pierce attempting to throw the umpire a water. You could tell he threw it like an offensive lineman.
That's right. That's right.
I just tried to put
Make
a little
us all
touch,
proud.
put a little touch on it. You know, just wanted to get it over there so it didn't hurt his hand when it come down. I wouldn't put anything on it.
And Link.
Hey, you owe me $2 for that water. I'm just kidding.
Link starts things off here for the Riders. Be Link, Barnes, Stockwell.
Nice pitch.
And the tough fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. Davis still pitching well for the Rusk Eagles. Time call.
Yeah, both these pitchers have been out here pitching very, but I don't think they've got their count up there too bad to yet.
No.
Curveball. Misses high, 1-2.
Some places on the scoreboard they'll have some of those pitch counts
Yeah.
that they don't have out here tonight, but I try to keep some of those myself.
And this curveball foul back.
Boys, we're going to have a heck of a finish in this one.
Yeah, I tell you
one
what.
way or the other.
See a home run or something.
And Link hits it hard to short. Blankenship comes up throwing.
Good play.
And throws a strike to first base, 2 away.
You know, I remember some playoff games back in old Minute Maid Park that were 16 inning long.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got to work tomorrow, do you?
Oh, yeah. That's all right, though. Like we talked about in our text stream, we will stay as long as necessary.
That's right.
1 away brings Barnes to the plate. Outside low, ball 1. Right down the middle.
Did they flip for the home team?
You know, I don't know.
I was kind of curious how they decided that here.
I guess they did. And that one inside, 3-1. Barnes drew a walk last time up.
Yep. Got the second.
And ball 4.
Good job, Barnes.
Tell you what, that is a coach's dream when your 8-hole hitter draws 2 walks.
Yeah.
Right. Now we got a meeting on the hill.
Coach Ellis had to step aside, let his counterpart come out, talk to his pitcher. All right.
I know we got a bunch of playoff baseball we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully the Rough Riders are part of that. Got a lot of stuff that we're coming up. I know that we put in for some baseball and softball games coming up this week, so we'll see how that comes about. So we got lots of stuff coming up here through the month of May.
That's right. And you know, month of May is project time at the Shire's house. I had to go by and get me some wood. And, you know, you don't go to those box stores in Nacogdoches. Just go right to Covington.
Covington
Lumber.
is the only place to go.
I mean, again, their prices are competitive. By the time you put in the cost of having to drive to wherever to get the stuff or the shipping to you, it's competitive, and it's right there. You just come in, you tell them what you need.
That's it.
You drive in the back, and they load it on your car for you.
They might even deliver it if you ask them.
Yeah.
I bet Johnny'd load it for you.
Yeah.
I bet if you asked Johnny, he would load it for you. Yeah, I want everybody to go by this week
ask
and
Johnny
ask
to load
Johnny
their
to
stuff for
personally help you load.
I don't care if you buy a light bulb. Tell them to help you personally load your stuff in your car.
Stockwell shows bunt and pulls it back, 2-0 count.
I mean, I got me some.
You see Johnny carrying somebody's light bulb out to the car?
That's right.
And pulls back and takes strike there, so it's 2-1.
I got me some plywood. They brought it out on a forklift and just sit it right in my truck.
There you go.
It was great.
Let's see if Stockwell can put one
Truck's
down
looking a lot
here.
better nowadays.
Pulls back, 3-1. I've actually called Covington. You know how it is on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Everybody's closed. You forget something at the last minute. I've called up there and said, "Hey, put this out on the sidewalk. I'll come get it."
Right.
And they'll set it out.
Oh, ball 4.
And ball 4, Stockwell with a fantastic job there. Showed bunt every turn and ended up drawing a walk. So 2
Top of the
walks,
order, huh?
and that'll do it for Davis. They're going to make
That's probably a
pitching
good
change.
thing right here. I think this is a good. If they could get Davis out here.
Yeah, I think he's done. He's done for
tie ball game, and he's walked 2 in a row. I think Rusk has seen enough.
Yeah.
Yep. And they've taken the ball from Davis.
We'll hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back. It's 2-2 here, but the Riders with something cooking.
Pineywood Sports and NETSN say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your 3rd-generation supply store and lumber yard. The following sponsors back all of our area teams all spring long. They include Batters Law Firm. When your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Hope Medical, providing quality medical care, also provides hope. Portacool, maker of the Apex Series fans for peak cooling. Sandy Cox Insurance, your State Farm good neighbor, supports the riders and lady riders. Diamond Bees, for cooking just like home. And Blake Furniture on Selma Street, the best furniture at the best prices. And Farmer State Bank, an institution for over a century.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American
no, I couldn't possibly.
cheeseburgers.
I'm
Ice
a
cream is a
vegetarian.
cheeseburger.
That's
That's what I need.
Father.
Ice cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen.
All right, welcome back, folks. We got Pepin up, which we think he's son of one of the coaches, maybe?
Yeah, he's one of the assistant coach's son. He's normally the first baseman. Comes in relief here in the top of the 6th. Davis went 6 1/3 innings, but he walked the 8 and 9 hole batter for the Rough Riders, and Rusk has made a pitching change.
Just watching the warm-ups, probably going to see a lot of off-speed, some breaking ball stuff here. It looks like he's got a combination of maybe 2-3 pitches that he could use that are pretty effective. So we'll see how it goes.
The good news is that's going to bring us back to the top of the order. Easton Wolf steps in with 2 men on and 1 away.
It's time for the Wolf to go hunting, boys.
Oh.
Couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
That's right.
And he takes a good fastball, strike 1 from Pepin.
Talk about breaking balls, and he throws a fastball.
That's right.
Got a time called by the umpire. I'm not sure.
He's going to bring them both in, too.
Not sure what the call is.
Do we have the Jeopardy theme?
Unless there's something in Pepin's motion that they didn't like. That's the only thing I can think of. Not real sure what the conference would be about.
I didn't see anything crazy.
I didn't either. I'm trying to figure out why he stopped
He's on one side of the.
Maybe it was a rotation question. I don't know. In case of a bunt, but they're not going to bunt with Wolf right here.
I thought maybe they may see something in the crowd again, but nothing crazy that I know of. So, okay, maybe they just wanted to talk about what they were going to buy their friend for their wedding gift.
Yeah.
Here we go.
At Mooney's Emporium.
That's right.
Pitch outside, 1-1 to Wolf.
There they have really nice candlesticks.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Get Mom some of that starter chili at Moody's Emporium. That's what she needs. Mom will love you. Make her some chili. 1-1.
Outside, 2-1.
Well, I tell you what, loading up with Bellin. But I think Wolf here wants to be the one to bring in that go-ahead run.
2-1 count. He's getting there. And he was swinging for the fence there. He fouled it back. 2-2.
Just a little behind that one.
Yeah, we just needed to put one into right center field.
Pretty sure that one got the school bus.
Yep.
Heard a good bump
like
out of it.
A thud over there.
All right, or the
Palisades right behind
there.
the bus.
Yeah.
Miss Laura, if you're listening, it ain't our fault. Yeah, he's got a lot of room in right center, doesn't he?
And this hit hard in the gap. They're going to wave Barnes.
Come on, Barnes coming
Here
home.
comes Barnes. They're waving him all. Nope, they held him.
That's a great play by the right fielder. Didn't get out there very far, but he got it in quick enough to hold him.
Barnes came straight into the bag. He didn't take a turn and kind of round it off, and I think Coach Ellis didn't like the odds. So Coach Ellis threw the brake sign on at the last second. Barnes hustled back, but we've got bases loaded for the Rough Riders, 1 out, and TJ Bellin, my tongue's tied, comes to the plate.
Who's it?
TJ Bellin.
Bases loaded, 1 away. Curveball, strike 1.
Nice.
Pretty pitch from Pepin. Bellin swings through a good fastball, 1-1.
He wanted a piece of that.
Excuse me, 0-2.
They still give us some good, respectable room in the right center there. I mean, if you could figure out a way to poke it over that way, over that second baseman's head, get a good little run on it, you'd probably bring in 2 that way. 0-2.
Pitch outside, gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for Barnes.
That's not something you want to risk at this point, I don't think, either. Unless that ball got over there by the spider circle, I don't know.
Bellin hits this a mile high. It's going to be shallow right field. They tag up with Barnes. And they drop it. They drop it. Barnes will score easily.
3-2 Rider.
Oh, my.
Oh, man, that's just unfortunate.
That is a tough break, but it's the same break that we gave them.
Yeah.
The other night at the Horseshoe, Rough Rider outfield dropped a pop-up, cost us a game. It has cost the Rust Eagles. a run here. It's now 3-2 Rough Riders, top of the 6th.
And bases juiced.
Bases still jammed with one away.
Jaden can open this puppy up right here.
Curveball misses outside. Lane, arguably the best contact hitter we've got in the lineup.
Right fielder made a great play over there.
I think he was thinking about, I got to get that throw home.
Get that throw home, and he was maybe an eye off it just off the top of his glove.
Lane hits it hard to third. They're going to double third and come home, and the tag is made and
Great
out.
play by Rusk.
Out at the plate.
Nice play by the third baseman.
What a good
job by
play.
Rusk Regal
Holland
right
is limping, but he made a fantastic play. I think he twisted his ankle getting to the bag. I think he twisted his ankle stepping on the bag, but he still made the throw home. Give that young man credit.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I hope he's okay.
He's having to be helped into the dugout, folks. We hate that for that young man. He made a terrific play. The Riders able to capitalize. It is 3-2 Rough Riders.
Wow.
We're headed for the bottom of the 6th.
Good job by Acker, the catcher, because
he had to make a tag.
Had to make the tag.
Yeah, it wasn't a forced play.
Yeah,
he had to make the tag.
And he was coming.
And he was coming hard.
Right.
So, great play.
Well, he say,
good job by the Rusk Eagles.
That's right. So, but the Riders are able to get the score. So, all right, here we get Larry. That's come on, Ralph, right there. He can't throw a bottle of water, but he can sure dance. We'll be right back, folks.
Oh, my Lord.
One of my favorite memories is waking up on Sunday morning at Grandma's house to the smell of breakfast. Now, Diamond B Cafe's not quite Grandma's house, but it's pretty darn close. Now, it may take an extra minute to get the food to the table, but quality takes time. Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Timpson and Tenahawk in Center. If you're in a hurry and need a quick pick-me-up, stop by Diamond B Coffee, 500 Hurst Street, serving specialty coffees, breakfast, lunch, and sweets.
Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it.
Everybody, welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. It'll be Hicks coming up for the Eagles.
1-2-3 inning here is what the Riders really need. That'll go a long way for.
Oh, yeah, nice pitch.
Go a long way getting into that 7th inning right there.
Hicks shows bunt, pulls it back. Be Hicks, Moore, and Pepin.
But Captain Hook made him walk the plane. He's going to do it again.
Strike
Nice
2.
pitch.
You throw one more, and you go the fastball.
There it is, a swinging bunt. Wolf's going to backhand it, go to first. Got him. Collision at first base. Stockwell holds on for the out.
Everybody's okay over there.
Good
Everybody's
job.
going to be all right, thank goodness.
Easton backhanded the ball, went to Stockwell. Stockwell knew he was going to get run over, but held on.
Could have been a worse collision over there, but good to see you. Both those young men are okay over there.
Both guys pop right up. So this will be Moore, the 7-hole. Fastball, strike 1.
Nice. Bringing the heat.
Curveball, strike 2.
With the 3-2 lead now and this later in the game, how you think he's feeling out there now watching his motion?
It was pretty strong to me.
And this is going to be slapped towards short. Horton comes up with it and
What a
throws
play.
him out. What a play by Horton. The ball hit his glove. He dropped it, scooped it up off the turf a second time, and still made the throw.
Trying to figure out what the Rusk coach is.
He was definitely out.
Because
He
the
asked for
batter,
time.
The next batter came running up there. Oh, he asked for time.
He asked for time, but Wolf was already in his motion, and the home plate umpire wouldn't grant it.
Oh, I did not see him ask for time.
Yeah, he asked for time. The home plate umpire would not grant it, and he kind of slap bunted at it, and that's what the coach was arguing, that he should have been awarded time. But it does not matter. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, time awarded when you actually swing the bat. There you go.
Curveball, strike 1.
Because the reason I was saying this because like the batter here, number 12, he came all the way from the batter's box rushing, so I was trying to figure out exactly what it was, but I didn't see that, so I'm glad y'all had it checked out.
That pitch low, 1-1. Yeah, that's what the Rusk coach was hot about, is his batter wasn't offered time. But Wolf is working so quickly, he had already rocked back and delivered his motion, and the umpire would not grant.
He looks like Horton out there. He's so quick.
So that ball foul back. It's now 1-2 with 2 outs.
Oh,
and Wolf tripped off the rubber there. It looked like his spike hung on the edge of the rubber.
Yeah.
So a little warning to the fans, no microphone.
Right.
A microphone issue in the stands.
Dr. Morris is going to take care of it. I mean, the kids over there.
And that ball high, 2-2.
And he took the microphone.
Yep.
And that one barely foul tip.
Good job, Doc.
So a 2-2 count, 2 away.
I'm glad the screen was here because that would hit me in the eye.
Yeah. Deuce is wild here.
Yep. 2:22. Hey, that's a good day. It's February 22nd.
And a swing and a miss. A huge twice the ice strikeout for Easton Wolf, and he's feeling it, folks. That'll send us to the 7th.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
What do you think of when you hear the word ace? In tennis, it means a serve so good, the opponent can't touch it. In warfare, you want your very best, your ace. And in cards, it's the best card you can draw. Same way is true in hardware. Ace is the place for so many things. When you need your best, it's Ace.
Everybody, welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Riders look to get a couple of insurance runs here. Locke, how important is insurance?
Insurance is so important. You work hard for the things you have. You got to protect them. That includes life insurance. You don't want to leave your family stranded with a mortgage, kids to put through college. Insurance is always important, but don't forget about the life insurance.
Right. If I got questions about insurance, where can I go?
There are several locations. We're proud of JBI Insurance in Center, Texas. He also specializes in farm insurance if you have a farm.
Right. If you're going to do the farm, but your life insurance, you go see JBA
Life
Financial.
insurance, come see JBA Financial. Always got to mention the sponsor first, but I'll take it when I get it.
Well, JBA Financials sponsors our Coach Talk because Coach John Black was my coach and your coach.
And my coach. Atkinson, Horton, and Vadreen come to the plate for the Riders. That pitch outside to Atkinson. Cody with a hard shot, but there was no pitch. There was no pitch called. I'm not sure why. And the umpire just tossed a fan from the Rusk side. The umpire had stepped away and called no pitch, And now he is having someone escorted out of the park.
He's taking a little bit of that tonight, and he's let everybody know that he's not going to put up with it. And now
he warned them in the first inning. He did walk over and warn them, and the game will stop until that person leaves. So he or she rather, I'm not sure what, someone is being told to go.
A woman and her little baby by the police.
So
Okay.
all I can think is the umpire was not ready, had not called for the pitch. Even though it was delivered, he has thrown a second person out of the game. So we're having all kinds of fun now.
There's just no call for that. The officials,
The other officials have now come off the field to help.
And I want to say thank you to the Hudson police folks that are getting everybody taken care of, and it seems to be very peaceful. So folks are leaving on their own, which is thanks.
So even though Atkinson,
so we're gonna have an announcement being made.
Even though Atkinson had hit the ball, it was not in play. He had not called for that pitch.
Right. So,
all right.
So here we go. Let's play a little baseball here.
Yeah.
See if we can wrap this thing up here.
So the count to Atkinson is 1-0.
Yeah.
That pitch and that hit did not count. All right. Hey, there's a baseball game going on.
That's right.
Let's concentrate on that. Now that.
It's not high school. This is not Little League. That stuff happens in Little League all the time.
1-0.
And that pitch goes to the backstop, 2-0.
Not fair to the young men out there to have
well,
that kind of scrap.
yeah,
Pippin, he didn't even get a chance to warm back up after that.
Yeah,
you know?
these guys
you
are trying to play.
Back down cold and
They
stuff.
already give him a couple of warm-up tosses. That'd be fair.
I mean, it hurts, honestly, it hurts the Rush pitcher.
Yeah, it does.
Because he's on the mound, and it was the Rush fan that was asked to leave. So here we go, 2-0 to Cody. And he hits this a mile high, but foul. 2-1.
But like I said, Russ still has a chance here in the bottom of the seventh, and they've done a very good job of answering back when it's not been easy by either team to put runs across. But both teams have done a good job answering back and forth here. Oh, what an out.
And Cody swinging through. That's only 2 strikes.
That's 2 strikes.
2-2. He swung through a pretty good foul ball, a curveball there. Just trying to foul it off is all he was trying to do.
2-2.
And this is hit foul down the third baseline.
Oh,
by about an inch.
Oh, that was so close.
About an inch.
Just a bit outside. Just took that bounce. We had one the other day that was called foul, and someone in the crowd says, "But it bounced before the bag." That don't matter.
And when you don't know, don't yell it out loud.
That got him.
Strike 3 to Atkinson. Tough break for Cody, having to bat through all that drama.
But up by 1, though.
All right. Logan Horton comes back up, folks. He gave one a ride a moment ago that was caught on the warning track. Had the wind not been blowing, it would have got out of here.
And it picks back up as he comes up.
And that pitch outside, ball 1. And as soon as I say it, the wind is blowing again. And this hit a chopper to third. It is fair ball. They come across and drop it. They drop it. Logan heads to second.
Oh, that's just terrible. Unfortunate.
And Horton makes them pay. They dropped the ball at first base. It trickled away, and Horton immediately broke for second.
That's a long throw by the third baseman. He made a great stab over there, but it was a little bit low there. It was right on the bag. First baseman probably should have dug it out, but it was a hard play over there, and it's unfortunate it got away from him.
So the Riders got a little something going. A man in scoring position with 1 out, and Vadrine comes to the plate. And that foul went off the catcher's mask. And this hit hard in the gap. And they're going to send Horton. Horton rounds third. He'll score easily. And the Riders add an insurance run.
Oh, they needed that. Ball got booted around out there in right field a little bit, trying to get it in, but I don't think they would have got Horton on the way in. Nice try by the right fielder.
Let's give Gage Vadrine some love.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of rough outings the last few ball games. Gage Vadrine comes up with a huge RBI here in the top of the seventh.
That is one of the big insurance run here for this ball game right here.
Sutton Link takes a ball high.
Now, we were talking on the way up here, and like you definitely know, how many years has it been since the Riders have made the postseason?
It's been, I heard today.
Throw down.
And they throw him out at second, trying to steal.
Good throw by the catcher.
So Vadrine tried to take an extra bag, unable to do it. So now there's 2 outs. That's all right. Vadrine did his job, folks. He got an RBI when we needed it badly.
That's a great throw by the catcher. He nailed it. Perfectly put right there on the bag as he was coming in. And just before the bag, gave the opportunity for the second baseman to tag him before he hit the bag. Great play.
And Link draws a 4-ball walk. You hate that we tried to steal,
right.
And then Link jogs down on a walk. So 2-out walk to Link brings Barnes to the plate.
A 2-out rally going here by the Riders. Be all good.
They check on Link.
Up 4-2 now. I don't really think they're going to give him, especially with 2 outs. I don't know if we're going to even try to steal, but, I mean, I wouldn't even take that big of a lead over there.
And that pitch well outside to Barnes. Pitch
Okay.
outside also.
Oh, you said last time I heard it was, and then the play, and then how many years?
I heard 20, was it 2019?
2019, so it's been 5 or 6 years.
Has it been that long? We'll find out.
Yeah.
We were talking to some folks in the crowd as the game started, and I think I heard 2019.
So Coach Ellis coming in here with his first year, bringing lots of experience that he has, great guys on the field, and getting them into the playoffs. That's pretty good. If they can hold on here, not in it yet. Beautiful pitch by Pippen.
Strike on the outside corner to Barnes makes it 2-2 with 2 away, and Link on first.
I always celebrate my birthday on the scoreboard, 222.
And this is hit chopped to first, and they're going to make the play. Tough break for Barnes, but the Riders come through and add an insurance run. They're up 4-2. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. Rusk is down to their last 3 outs. Playoff appearance on the line.
The following sponsors back all of our area teams all spring long. They include Batters Law Firm. When your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Hope Medical, providing quality medical care, also provides hope. Portacool, maker of the Apex Series fans for peak cooling. Sandy Cox Insurance, your State Farm Good Neighbors, supports all the Piney Woods teams. Diamond Bees, for cooking just like home. And Blake Furniture on Selma Street, the best furniture at the best prices. And Farmer State Bank, an institution for over a century. Piney Woods Sports and NETSN say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your 3rd generation supply store and lumber yard. Granny B Snow Cone Center is your source for great summer treats. It begins with quality shaved ice. From there you get everything from the single colored snow cone to a really creative summer treat. And besides, the counselor likes it. They're also your home for Dippin' Dots. They've been supporting the Rough Riders for a mighty long time. So pull up to the window at Granny B's and let them serve you something special.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Rusk down to their final 3 outs. Wolf comes back out to try to get a complete game here.
Got to be feeling pumped up. Got his team with a 2-run lead in here. Wants to come in here and just be dominant in the bottom of the 7th.
Did get confirmation the last Rough Rider baseball team to make the playoffs was 2019.
Here we go.
So a lot on the line here. And this is a check swing foul.
And do we know how far they went? Is that asking?
Starting with the 9-hole batter here, we got 9-1-2 is who Wolf will face. This is Byers, the 9-hole hitter. 0-2 count.
0-2, yeah.
And the big curveball. There's a twice the eye strikeout for Easton Wolf.
Down to 2. I mean, the excitement of these kids knowing what they've done after that could be happening here has got to be just, I mean, something that they've wanted since they played Little League ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is still a young team.
Yeah.
I mean, a very young team.
Yeah. Just
and
a
this
playoff
foul
appearance
back
for these seniors, I think, would be, you know, a memory that they would definitely need to have.
4-2. Rusk is down to their last 2 outs. And the big curveball from Wolf.
Oh, just misses.
Woo! Goodness gracious. Don't know how he didn't get that call. 1-1.
Must have been a little bit low.
Same pitch, foul back. 1-2. And foul back.
Staying alive. Trying to find any kind of way to get on base here for the Rusk Eagles.
This is Overstreet. He's the DH leadoff batter for the Eagles.
He had a big knock earlier in the game that brought in a run, if I remember right.
And a swing and a miss, and a twice the eye strikeout for Easton Wolf. Here in the bottom of the 7th, there's 2 away. What is he up to? Is that 9, 10?
It's 9, I believe.
I believe it
All
is
right.
9.
9 Ks for Wolf so far.
He in with an even 10 right here. Sounds good to me.
Pop fly.
And a big hook for strike 1. Captain Hook still dealing here, folks. And the fastball, this is going to be a long drive. It's going to get into and over Evans' head in center field. It's a double. They're going to go for the triple.
He's got it, too.
And he's got it.
How
a huge,
big knock for the Rusk Eagles right there.
How big is that insurance
Hill.
run by the Green?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Hill gave that a ride.
Yes,
it went all the way to the 350 sign on the fence. No way Evans would have, there's not a chance Evans would have ever had a play on that ball. It was so well hit.
Great hit out there, and like we've talked about, how well the Rusk Eagles have been able to bounce back and come back and answer back. And they have 2 outs here, but they're not done yet.
Nope.
So a quick meeting on the mound from Coach Ellis just to pump up his pitcher. Remind everybody that 1 run won't hurt us.
The one big knock here could.
So Wolf, 2 outs, man on third. Lane does a good job blocking that one up.
And right now you can't even worry about that guy on third. He's not anything irrelevant.
He's
right now.
He is irrelevant.
He is irrelevant right now. Worry about the man at the plate. Let's make a play, a good play at first if you can.
And this is hit a mile high but foul out of play. So 1-1 count.
Whew. Gotta love this kind of baseball.
Big curveball. This is outside, 2-1. This is what you play for right here.
Yep.
Yeah. 2-1.
Curveball stays out, 3-1.
After that big hit there, I mean, I wouldn't think that he would be worried about coming in there, but he's been staying away from this hitter here. Maybe he knows something on the scouting report.
Fastball, full count.
The payoff pitch on the way.
Doesn't get any bigger than this, folks. Full count, 2 outs. The Riders lead 4-2, and there's a runner at third. Easton Wolf has gone the distance for the Riders tonight.
Rider crowd loud. Here's the pitch.
And this one popped foul and out of play.
Banana ball rules.
That's right.
Nobody caught that one anyway.
Wolf wants a new ball.
Exciting. Here we go.
Full count on Blankenship, 2 away.
Pitch him.
And the biggest strikeout of the year, Wolf sends him home, double-digit strikeouts, and the Riders go to the playoffs.
Coach fell down coming out of the dugout over there. You all right, Coach Ellis? He fell out coming out over there.
The Riders win 4-2 here in Game 3 versus the Rusk Eagles. Easton Wolf with 10 Ks on the night, and none greater than the one you just saw. What a beautiful pitch from Wolf.
All right, folks, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back for our Roar Concept postgame show, which will be a fun one right here on NETSN.
Jack Callan.
Yes, sir.
What's something you like about TNR Steaks and More?
Oh, everything that they make that is fried.
Okay, give me an example.
Like the fried catfish, the fried chicken, anything that has crust on it, I love.
That and a good salad. TNR Steaks and More. B3, that's the name. What does that name mean to you?
B3 Oregon, dude. It's the sound of the 60s.
B3 is the only thing that is before B4.
It's a vitamin, good for the teeth and bones.
None of the above. It's B3 Car Wash right there on Tenha Highway. You can do it yourself or you can drive through. It's B3 Car Wash. JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows
11, Captain Hook himself, Easton Wolf, a couple other guys. But we're going to, before we do that, we're going to do some Wyndham Family Dental, something to smile about. Locke, what you got?
You know, I think something to smile about is just a new energy, a new life from this Rough Rider team. It's been since 2019 since the Rough Rider baseball team made it to the playoffs. Ended up getting beat that year by a guy named, what did we say, J.D. Thompson, is that his name? Who now pitches for Vanderbilt, if that tells you anything. So been a long time. It's nice to see new life, new blood, and a little energy from the Rough Riders. Getting into the playoffs, it's been a long drought. That's certainly something to smile about.
Me, something to smile about is Verdreen coming up with the big hit to get the insurance run. It's a whole different type of ball game if they're tied up.
That's right.
With a runner at third. And but Verdreen, who's had some rough luck out there, comes through with the huge hit, which hopefully that will increase his confidence as we move into the playoffs.
Yeah, because
Verdreen's one of my favorite guys.
Verdreen had a rough outing the last couple of weeks, but comes through in a big way. Give him all the credit he deserves, and that run changes the focus of the game, because if you've got a man on third, and as they did, and you have a one-run lead, then you're going to probably bunt to tie the game.
Yeah.
But because we had a two-run lead, you can't sacrifice that out. You have to let your batter swing and that ended up being a huge difference in the ball game.
And I also think you got to be careful throwing those breaking pitches too, because a pass ball or something that gets by the catcher then ties it up.
That's right. That's right. Huge, huge run. Can't say enough about Vadrine coming back and doing what he did at the plate tonight. Several other guys getting some big hits. What about some of the guys in the lower part of the order walking? I mean, Barnes with a couple of walks when it mattered.
Yep.
You know, it just all up and down the line. They played well tonight, made some great defensive plays.
We'll talk about that, because I'm going to comment about how we play in wins and in losses, because it's just been fun to watch. But we'll talk. Hopefully have Coach and our player of the game.
Excuse me there, son. I'm new to town, and I only have one tooth in my head. Where do I go to get it repaired?
Oh, you're looking for Wyndham Family Dentistry. Clayton Paul, Anna Joy, Danny Paul, any of the Wyndhams will fix you up.
Oh, thank you kindly.
All right, everybody, welcome again. This is our Roar Concepts post-game show, JBA Financial Coach Talk, and it's always fun. Coach, what a game!
Yes, sir.
What a game! What a way to end the regular season. What Vadrine, who's had some rough times, comes out and gets that huge insurance run.
Yeah, you know, we made some swing adjustments with him probably 10 days ago. You probably better ask him about that than me.
Yes, sir.
He said it felt really comfortable. And, I mean, even the ball he hit for the ground ball double play, he's on the baseball.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's like little tweaks once you get to learn kids and give them a little routine to get with. And he really bought into it, and he liked the way it felt, and he took it to the game. So I was really proud of him.
It's really good.
Coach, you know, a lot of props to this Rusk team. I mean, they met you play for play in 3 ball games. The Riders had to win 2 in a row. Tell us your thoughts just finishing the game. I know there's a lot of emotions, but what are you thinking? How proud are you of this team right now?
Oh, great. You know, we started so it would be 6 days ago when we played them on Tuesday, and I said, you know, this game, it's important, but it's a series. It's a 3-game series. You know, you win the first 2, you're in. You got to win 2 out of 3.
Right.
Okay? So that's the way we went after it, and they were pretty down senior night. You know, we lost it in a weird way.
Yep.
But you know, that's why you grind it out. I've been on teams, and I've been through lots and lots of playoffs. Obviously, as a coach, as a player, and I really don't like to win that first game. I know it sounds weird, but I've had more success as a coach and player being down one game, because now gritty kids. You can really show off a lot about who they are and what they're about. So we got gritty kids.
Yeah.
Well, tell us your thoughts on this young man we're going to talk to in just a moment. What was Easton Wolf like on the mound for you tonight?
He's just getting better every inning. He was finding a good rhythm. You could really tell he was feeling it out the first couple innings. Him and TJ kind of both have that tendency.
Yeah.
But once they get rolling, they're pretty good. And, you know, he got into a really good groove. You know, TJ wasn't able to get into that groove, but luckily that's why you had Logan on the backside of that. I mean, he's automatic coming out of the pen, or however you use him. He's going to just attack. He's
right.
There it is. And he turns it on right now. So, yeah, Easton did a great job offensively. He's kind of been our catalyst all year. Defensively, I mean, I can't say enough good about him, and he does a great job in leadership. The kids really respond to his leadership. It's really fun to watch. He holds them accountable.
Coach, huge win. Congratulations. Tell us, do you know yet who we'll face?
Yeah, we're playing LCM.
Okay.
Cypress Maurice, and then we're going to play they're here right now. I'm about to go talk to them. So we're going to play Thursday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday.
Well, fantastic. Big, huge win for you. Congratulations. Can't say enough about this team.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
And you got a young team out there, too.
No
We mentioned that several times, but I know it was special for your seniors. And Logan Horton was a 10-mile-an-hour win from hitting a home run tonight.
That's correct.
I mean, he had a wind in his face, and that's a homer.
No doubt.
But what a great night for you, and just nothing but congratulations.
We're going to have more to talk about, but, you know, it's just fun to watch this team win, lose, or draw.
Right.
I mean, some of our great games are games that we came up a little short.
Correct.
But, man, like you said, we play hard and we play smart and we just play
scrappy.
Yeah.
Scrappy.
It's just fun.
Gritty.
Gritty.
It's
Ugly.
just
I
fun.
like ugly baseball, baby.
All right, thank you,
Thank
Coach.
you.
We'll see you Thursday or Friday. All right, now it's time for we already heard from JBA Financial. Let's get our Center Motor Company player of the game over here. It's the captain himself.
Captain Hook. Captain Hook, the big curveball was working tonight, Easton. Tell us a little bit of how you feel and how you felt on the mound tonight.
Well, first couple innings could have been a lot better. I think I gave them a couple runs. But, I mean, curveball started working late, and then they couldn't hit it. So my changeup wasn't too good today also. I mean, I gave up 2 runs.
Well, but you came up big. I think we totaled 10 strikeouts for you tonight, if our numbers are right. So another huge night for you. And some of those strikeouts came at points in the game where it really mattered. You came up big. Tell us what it was like to be able to go to the mound in the 7th inning with a 2-run lead in a tense ball game.
2-run lead was a whole lot better than 1. I felt a lot more confident up there, obviously. But, I mean, I kind of let them kids slip away, but 3-2, that last batter, no way I could have thrown him a fastball. So I threw a curveball, but I mean, it was a strike. It was a little iffy on it, but
that's all right. Bigger, or more general question. This team, I mean, I know you guys, Coach was talking about that. We had to win 2 out of 3 against Rusk. We lost the first one. Talk about the mental toughness of your team.
I mean, we were really determined. I mean, a bunch of us got together and went out to the field yesterday and hit, just to keep our swings in condition. We had prom Saturday. Nobody did anything stupid, which was very good. I mean,
yeah,
and
that's no small thing.
That's not a small thing in the playoffs. That's right.
Really big. I mean, we were smart and we came out and never gave up and just played hard the whole game.
Yeah. Do you know anything about our playoff opponent? Have you started looking at that?
No, sir, I have not. I know that Coach Ellis said we might go to Houston, but he'd be lying a little bit.
Well, hey, you guys have played a tough series. You mixed prom in the middle of all
That's
that,
right.
so well-deserved couple of days off, but then you're right back to the grind.
Yep.
You realize it's been since 2019 since a Rough Rider baseball team has made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, I knew it's been a long time. I mean, everybody, you can definitely tell outside the dugout over there. Everybody's excited.
Well, and I know we were working to get your arm back in shape as the season went. Do you think, are you at full capacity now, or do you think you got a little more improvement you're going to see as we finish up the season?
Oh, yes. I mean, maybe work on my changeup a little bit, get it more dialed in, maybe attack the zone a little bit more. But as long as my arm condition, I'm fine. I mean, 114, 110 pitches. I mean, I don't want to throw much more than that.
Right.
But, yeah.
All right. Well, very good.
Great outing tonight. Yep. Congratulations on a huge win. 10 more Ks to add to your total. And can't wait to see you pitch in the playoffs.
Maybe I'll catch Logan by the time I graduate.
You've got, about 200 left to catch up with Logan.
Well, congratulations, Easton.
Yes,
You're our Center Motor Company player of the game.
Yes, sir.
And great win out there this evening.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
All right, folks. That's our, again, Center Motor Company player of the game. We'll hear from Center Motor Company. We'll come back to wrap this up right after this. This is the Aurora Concepts postgame show live here on NETSN.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the final segment of the Aurora Concepts post-game show. Chris Wallington, I'm going to stop. I'm going to get some munchos in honor of you because it is a muncho night with the huge victory.
That's right. That's right. We need to go celebrate in our own way. The team celebrated and getting geared up and ready to go face Little
Cypress,
Mauriceville. That's a mouthful, but that's who we'll face this weekend.
That's right. It should be a good series. They're going to be the top small school coming out of their district, and we'll see. The way our guys are playing, I'll put us up against anybody.
Ready to go. Looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks to Larry Pierce. Come on, Rilf himself, who can dance but can't throw a water bottle. But we're happy to have him here. As always, you can catch him. I know this weekend he's going to be doing some baseball and softball on NETSN. We want to have him with us, unfortunately, but you can tune in to those games. What you got, Larry?
I'll be in right now. I think I'm going to be in Jasper Thursday, Friday.
He's going to be in Jasper, Texas, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Is there a number of teams that are going to be playing down there? Of course,
Diboll, Orangefield, Shelbyville,
right.
and Groveton.
Of course, we would be, Jasper would be a likely location for a matchup with LCM.
Yeah.
We could end up there. We could end up in Woodville.
Yeah, Coach Ellis mentioned they're here, and he is actually meeting with them right now, kind of going over things and getting a plan together. So hopefully they'll figure something out soon.
Yeah, well, we know we'll be headed south.
That's right.
And maybe slightly east. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, folks. What a huge victory here tonight. Thank you, Jason Locke. Thank you to Aurora Competence, which brings us our postgame show, GBA Financial, our coach talk, and Center Motor Company, who was our player of the game tonight, was Easton Wolf. Thanks to all of our other sponsors, and thanks to Joe's Car Spy. You don't take your car to Joe's to get it washed. You go there to get your car treated special. And we will see y'all on Friday. It looks or Thursday.
Could be Thursday.
Could be Thursday or Friday, and then a Saturday game probably for the second half of that. Again, this is NETSN. This has been the Rough Riders. They come away with a 4-2 victory here tonight over the Rusk Eagles to propel themselves into the playoffs. So we'll see y'all Thursday/Friday.
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.